Hey guys, welcome back to another video. So today I sort of just wanted to talk about skepticism, but more specifically why long distance relationships don't work. I'll give like my personal experience as well, that I've had with long-term relationships, and I don't know if you guys relate to this in some sort of way. Then yeah, just stick around. But let's start off. So my first long distance relationship was actually like 2 years ago. So I first met the girl that I was going out with. I think it was in August. It was like summertime. It was like summertime 2020. I want to say 2023. Yeah, I want to say 2023. I was literally going out to eat. It was like around 8 o'clock. I was with a couple of my guys and we went to like a food spot like round where we live. And when I walked in, I sort of noticed the girl. And we kind of locked eyes as soon as I walked in. It was one of those. It was like it was eye contact that you can feel the connection with, if that makes sense. I don't know if you guys have ever experienced that, but that's how it felt when I walked in. But yeah, so I ordered my food, I sat down, and as I was sitting down and just like minding my business, every now and then I'd always sort of look up and then catch her looking at me, or I'd look at her and she'll catch me looking at her. But like every few moments we'd always catch each other's eye. But then yeah, I noticed that she was leaving with her friend. And just before she left, I just caught her and basically just asked her like, I basically like chirped her up, and I was like, I managed to get her number, her Instagram, and yeah, like from there we just kicked it. But when I first met her, I didn't know that she was actually from France. It was only until she spoke, I was like, oh wow, okay, you're not from here. But yeah, she was telling me her plans and like what she's doing here. She was like, yeah, so I'm basically here like for the weekend because there was like a party going on. It's like a street pop. How do I say it? I'm trying to word this in a way that my American fans would sort of understand, because if I say the way it is, you probably won't know what it is. But it's just like a street party that we have like every year in the UK, put it like that. But she was here for that. A lot of people from Europe travel down to the UK for that, and just like a lot of people like from different parts of the UK come down and they come down to the party, whatever. Cool. So I don't really pay no mind to it, but then after we spoke, I saw her at the party, but it was a rare occurrence for me to see her at the party, just because of the like millions of people that are just walking around. So it was kind of odd for me to see her. I kind of saw it as like a little sign. She thought the same thing. But yeah, so later that day we ended up meeting, started talking again, whatnot. But then she had to go back to France. Actually, sorry, it wasn't that day specifically. That day I chilled with her for the night. It was the next day she had to go back to France. So I think it was the next morning. So the next morning she went back to France. And I was like, yeah, cool, all right. I actually ended up talking to her. Like I was still talking to her while she was going to France, which is very odd from me, because obviously I'm aware of, like if you're going back to your country, then there's like no chance of it happening, right? But she went back, and I just continued talking to her. Like I don't know why. I don't know like what it was, but she had something that was interesting me. I don't know what it was. But yeah, we kept in touch for like long story short, we've been talking for maybe like a year after that, like a year and a half after that, which is crazy to me. But in the back of my mind, while I was talking to her, I knew that it probably wasn't going to work out. Only because long distance relationships require two people to be in the same, close distance relationships require two people to be near each other, right? Like for you to have a stable connection within a relationship, you can't do that long distance. Like it's not going to work. So you really just need to like find someone that you can see actively, and that's something that I've started to realize as well. Even though I knew that long distance relationships weren't gonna work, it only just reaffirmed the fact that I need to find someone sort of close or someone I could see regularly, because like how can you build any sort of like affection, connection with someone that's just far away? Like you're just always gonna be on the phone with each other like all the time, and like honestly that's shit, bro. That is shit. Like I can't sit here and just FaceTime you and be like, yeah, da, da, da. Like I would need a girl by my side. And I feel like it's important for a girl to have a guy by their side as well, because you never know what they're up to. You never know what they're up to, and vice versa, to be honest with you. But yeah, I continued talking to her mainly because she was actually cool. Like she was mad cool. Like if she was here, honestly, she would probably be my girl right now. But it's just the fact that she's so far, and I explained it to her as well, because there was actually a point where she came back to see me, and like while she was here, she realized like she spent like a lot of money just to come and see me, which was crazy. Like even like from a monetary point of view, like long distance relationships aren't really gonna, they're not the best decision to make financially. But obviously that for you that might be different. Like maybe you can afford it, or maybe they don't live that far for you to make that to commit to that. But for me, or for her, like it was like, she couldn't spend like all the time just to see me. So eventually we basically just stopped talking, only because I had explained to her like, like I do care for you, but the relationship is just, it's not gonna work because you're just too far. Like I can't be with you. Same with you, like you can't really be with me. And then she got upset, but at the end of the day, she understood, because obviously it wasn't a logical decision to make for me to, pursue talking to her. But that was really like a big lesson for me to learn, just because, I actually like this girl. Like I like this girl, but I had to sit back for a moment and just ask myself, is this realistic? Like, can I build a future like this? And for you, it might be different. I'll be honest. But like 9 times out of 10, it's probably not gonna work, bro. And you gotta look at it as well. Like if you're under the age of, I don't know, 20, 28, like you're not really looking for a serious relationship, but you're still looking. It probably wouldn't be wise to find, a mate or a partner or girlfriend, whatever you want to call it. That's super far away from you, because it's just, it's unrealistic. But yeah, if you guys have any other sort of experiences that you'd want to share, just put them in the comments. Like I'm intrigued to hear like what other people have been through in terms of like relationships. Like, do you stay local or do you go long distance? Like, what is it and what is it that you do and why. But yeah, it was that lesson in itself was like, it was really helpful. But I would advise that, you know, if you are doing that, then like make sure it's a sensible decision, basically. Like, can you afford it? Is it really gonna work? Can you trust them? You know, like, how frequently are you guys seeing each other here and there? Like, is it doable? Is it doable? But yeah, I'm gonna leave it there. That was basically my experience with long distance relationships. It's sad that it can't work out, because like sometimes you actually might meet that right person, and you know, even if they are like willing to just sacrifice everything to move, or for you to move, then you know it might be worth it. You know, if you really like know that they're the one, sort of thing. But yeah, I'm gonna end it there. It's your boy on an off day. If you like this video, like it. But yeah, comment down below. I want to hear some opinions, and see what everyone else has to say. But yeah, I'm out. Peace.